Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to show you how to build your very own PC. Okay, here you go. Okay, so the items you need is one graphics card. Could be any kind of graphics card you want, as long as it works with your motherboard. Now, the motherboard I'm using is PCI, so I'm using a PCI graphics card. You would also require a sound card, and that has to be PCI as well. You will need some ribbon cable. This is ribbon cable, and I'd say a minimum of 256 DDR RAM. Could be DDR1, DDR2, DDR3, depending on what your motherboard takes as well. I have a 512 and a 256. Okay, you need a big fan for the back of the PC case, a small fan to go on top of the CPU. You will need a processor, but I currently am not able to remove my processor from its casing. Okay, you need a motherboard. Now it can be any kind of motherboard you want. This is a PCI motherboard, and just a basic motherboard, to be honest. Also, you need a power supply. The thing at the back, I'm leaving that fixed in as well. And a disk drive, a floppy drive. And as you can see, I have 2 hard drives, but you can have 1. I'd recommend 80 gigabytes minimum. Okay, time to put it together. Okay guys, now I'm just going to show you where you screw the motherboard on. Okay, there's a screw here, a screw here, and here. Also, there's a screw down here, a screw here, and here. Okay, now that's where the screws are, so you can fasten on your motherboard. The GPU, underneath that is the processor. It's really easy to fit a processor. You just lift the plastic flap, place the processor on, close the plastic flap, and then you can attach your GPU on top. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you attach the power supply to your PC case. Okay, we'll have 4 screws on the back to attach your power supply to the case. Now, hard drives, they're fairly odd fit. Just zoom in. Okay, what you do, you slide the hard drive in, screw in one place, screw in another, and clip. So this way. The hard drives are the same down here. Okay. Then the floppy drive is also the same. Now I'm going to show you how to attach RAM. You should see sections here. Now the RAM is very easy, and I mean very easy to attach. Make sure both sides are open grab the RAM, line it up and push in. Then both sides will click in like so. Do that for both RAM sticks, like so. And that's, like I said, very easy to attach RAM. Okay, want to attach your sound card. So what you do is place it onto a PCI card slot, push down, take one of your screws and screw in place. This is very easy as well. To be honest, computer making is easy. Now you'll do the same for the graphics card. But this graphics card goes in here, a brown PCI slot. So push the graphics card in. I'll get a screw if I can find one. Here it is. And screw in place exactly the same. Now, I know I keep saying this. I'm going to keep saying this until it gets into your head. PCs are very easy to make. Now, don't go and fall for what the shops do, because most of the money you pay to the shop is for the manufacturing of the product. So, you could make a PC just as good as in the shops for much cheaper. Now the computer I have, that is worth about £1,000 or £1,500. I built for £500. So you can see the kind of differences in money here. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to attach a fan. Now the fan goes in here. And you screw in from the back. So take your screws, line them up, and screw in. I'm now going to switch over to part 2, which you can find in the info or in a box down at the bottom. See you in part 2.